Diamonds are forever.
Hi everyone, I'm Pete Kelly and this is AFCRDTV with highlights of AFC Rushden Diamonds against Harrowby United from the Chronosport and Trophies UCL Division 1 match on Saturday afternoon. Before the match there was an impeccably observed minute silence for Remembrance Sunday. Manager Mark Starmer kept faith with the team that had delivered a particularly impressive 3-0 win against Raunds at home in midweek. As such, it was Jake Newman and Ben Morgan to lead the line for the Diamonds. Although it was actually Harrowby that had the best of the opening 10 minutes, but after Diamonds had weathered the storm, the ball was worked through to Ben Morgan with a first-time left foot shot. And it nestled nicely in the bottom corner to make it AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Harrowby United 0. And this goal just gave Diamonds more confidence as their midfield grew into the match. A quick ball over the top allowed Matt Gearing to chase, but a good sliding challenge by a Harrowby defender stopped the Diamonds man hitting the mark. And then there were other opportunities as well. Still in the first half, Jake Newman there was just put off by a defender. But then Newman set this chance up again to Gearing, racing down the left. And that shot was saved just about by keeper Drury for Harrowby. Then hard work by Ben Morgan, and this delicious chip into the back of the net gave Morgan his second of the match and made it AFC Rushden Diamonds 2, Harrowby United 0. And that was with just 29 minutes on the clock. Harrowby did have a couple of opportunities, but when it came to Lee Shaw, his shot was weak and easy for Sharonmu to save for the Diamonds. And Diamonds didn't let up. A particularly accurate long ball from right back Gillingwater allowed Newman to beat the offside trap and fire home to make it 3-0 to the Diamonds, and that with just 32 minutes gone. Harrowby were in absolute disarray at this stage, and their opening play in the opening 15 minutes or so probably didn't deserve this scoreline. The chances continue to come for the Diamonds. That chance was given as offside. And with the referee's whistle sounding for half-time, just like it was on Tuesday, it was AFC Rushden Diamonds 3 goals to the good. Harrowby knew that they had to start well in the second half if they were to have any chance at all, but that time Sharonmu pulled off a fantastic save from Billy Stubbs, who had made his way up from centre-back to get a quick snapshot on goal. But Diamonds continued to be dangerous. Here Newman skipping past 2, and if his finish had been better, we would have been looking at an early contender surely for goal of the season for UCL Division 1. As it was though, Diamonds just about survived anything for the opening 20 minutes or so for the second half. There an overhead kick just going over the crossbar, and then Matt Gearing going just wide with a right foot shot from the edge of the area. But eventually Harrowby did come back into it after McDonald was dispossessed in the centre of midfield. This speculative 30-yard effort smashed into the back of the net. Martin Wormel there for Harrowby. This after Jamie Gilson had gone off in centre midfield. He was substituted. He would later on win man of the match by the match sponsor Stephen Parkin Builders, and also match ball sponsors Nick and Anne Archer. Diamonds would continue to make a couple of chances. Matt Gearing there with the final for the Diamonds. And then with added time ticking by, the offside trap was sprung. Lee Shaw slotted the ball home past Sharonmu to make it AFC Rushden Diamonds 3, Harrowby United 2. And still with 4 minutes of added time to come. However, to their credit, Diamonds did weather the storm well and win the match 3-2. Diamonds now up to 3rd in UCL Division 1, and with Basswood United to come in the Vars next Saturday.
Manager Mark Starmer, Starms, 3-2 victory here. Thoughts?
Yeah, 3 points at the end of the day. To be honest, excellent first half again. Second half, we felt that, again, we weren't doing enough, and we were just peeing it out without any real threat from them. But we wanted to spark it a little bit. You know, we were at home and we felt we'd lost the ascendancy. So we and Matty weren't getting in the game at all, so we thought we'd change it. And for 10-15 minutes it got us back in the game and got us on top again. Then they scored and it changed the complexion a little bit, but yeah, 3-2, it's a win.
From the start, I mean, they had a good first 10 minutes, didn't they, at us, and it looked tight. It was a case of us scoring at the right time this time?
Yeah, similar to the away game as well. They started brightly, and they're a good side. You know, they're a good side. There's not many teams can take 6 points off them. So yeah, they did start brightly, but we matched that. And again, like I said on Tuesday, you score at the right time, take your chances, and it changes the complexion of it. And 3-0 at half time was probably about right, to be fair, and we were reasonably happy.
And second half, again, very similar to Tuesday. It was a case of seeing it out and keeping the win.
Yeah, it was, and maybe we wanted to give the fans something to cheer about because the second half was just fading away, and so we changed it a little bit. And I'll know better next time, won't I? At the end of the day, we'll just peter out, and if you're bored, you're bored, you know. But you know, we learned from that, and I wanted to get Louis a go, and Alex a go, and there you go.
Pleased with how the players performed today? You know, any particulars stood out for you?
No, I thought collectively as a team they were good, and it worked out, especially the first half. Got the 3 goals, and I thought it was justified at half time.
We had 2 other players sign contracts this week. As the manager, you've got to be pleased with that?
Yeah, I am. Of course I am. You know, but
is that the kind of stability you want in the team and the club?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I just want to play now. You know, at the end of the day, Joe's got to work his way back in the side, and Alfie's still injured. So, yeah, it's good, and yeah, it just gives us, it sends a message out to everybody that the players want to be here for some kind of term, and hopefully we'll get a few more.
And on to Baseford next week in the FA Vars. Be good to get a few down there. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we've had a good week in terms of league points. Take a break from that action, and if we can have 45 minutes like that on Saturday, I'll be well pleased, and I probably won't be changing it.
Absolutely right. Okay, well, thanks very much for taking time to talk to us. Speak to you next week.
You will do.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Here with man of the match, Jamie Gilzana. Jamie, pleased with the result today?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good performance. First half again, done all the hard work, 3 goals. Second half we sort of cruised a bit and then let it slip towards the end and made it a little bit nervous. But it's a good performance. And
they are a decent side. You know, you made your debut up at their place, and the score probably didn't reflect how good they are. And their first 10 minutes showed that today.
I thought first 10 minutes they really come at us. They're a good side. They were when we played them down there, and they beat OB a couple of weeks ago. So I think they'll take points off the teams at the top of the league. So it's a good win.
And you feel that yourself settled into the side now?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, we've got some good players. We've got some good players just joined as well. Matty Gearing played well the other night. Lance come in, so we looked really strong.
Give us a bit of where you've been previously.
Where haven't I been? I've just been about everywhere in UCL really. SNL, Desborough, Wellingborough, Long Buckby, Corby. That's a few of them. I've got a few more as well. And
you played against us for Thrapston, and you knew we were coming in for you. You were no qualms about joining?
No qualms about it. When we played, it was a brilliant atmosphere, and it has been every game. We get great support, and it's a good place to play football, to be honest.
Good. Well, congratulations on your man of the match today. Hopefully speak to you again soon.
Hope.